Hey y'all, this is Jamie. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an eyeshadow palette review on the newer Essence Spice Up Your Life palette. Now, if you don't hear that and think of Spice Girls, you're listening to the wrong music. So this is the Spice Up Your Life palette. I think it came out about a month ago or so. They also have another palette, I think that was called something about magical fairies. And then another one that's called I'm With the Band. They're all kind of these boxed palettes that have the 16 eyeshadows, a mixture of mattes and shimmers. So this one in particular kind of drew me in because I am in love with warm tones. I think that's just what looks best on my skin tone. And it's fall, so warm tones, fall, they go hand in hand. So this one is dealing all with spices. So it has shades like pumpkin spice, hot chili, spiced apple cider, curry in a hurry. So this palette is $9.99, which is very affordable. It has, like I said, 16 shades. This is available at Ulta, ulta.com. It is also available on the Essence website. I got mine in an Ulta store. So right off the bat, the one thing that I know some people are not gonna be a huge fan of is the fact that it does not have a mirror. So I don't think any of the Essence palettes have mirrors. They put, where there is usually a mirror in a palette, they put 8 more eyeshadows. So it can be a pro or a con depending. It might be a pro in that you get more eyeshadows, but a con in that you don't get a mirror and it's not very travel friendly. As far as the colors, I actually really like all of these colors. The only thing that I'm so about is the fact that there doesn't seem to be a very good transition shade in here. The colors that you might put in your crease are shimmers, and the ones that are matte are a little too dark. So that is the one thing that I kind of have an issue with as far as the color choices. I think that there should have been a bit lighter of a brown or a beige or something in here that would have acted as a really good transition shade. But other than that, I think these are very unique. I don't think that I have a lot of these shades in other palettes. And as far as the textures with these, you do have obviously mattes, and then you do have some shimmers, and then there are a couple that look almost like foil shades. So this one, Party Time right here, as well as this one, Maple, those are a bit different of a texture and kind of seem like foil shades. So definitely those are a lot better to use with your fingers rather than with a dry brush. All right, so I'm going to scoot you guys in and we're gonna go ahead and do some swatches. So let's get to it. All right, so here are the first 8 shades in the palette. On top, we have Pumpkin Spice, Cha-Cha Sriracha, Hot Chili, Mulled Wine, Party Time, Curry in a Hurry, Spiced Apple Cider, and Cinnamon Rolls. All right, so these are the bottom 8 shades. So we have right here Vanilla Bean, Maple, Chai Chai, Wild Pepper, Cayenne My Man, Coco Loco, Caramelts, and Habanero Honey. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and explain and show y'all how I got the look that is on my eyes right now using this palette and just this palette. First of all, I did go in with the shade Vanilla Bean. That is this like light bone shade right here. I used that to set the concealer that I had on my eyelids, set the primer. Next, I went in because I was saying there's not an obvious transition shade or crease shade in here, at least not for my skin tone. I decided to go with the lightest warm tone shade that I could find, which was this one down here called Coco Loco. And it did end up being a little bit lighter on the eyes than it looks in the pan, but it ended up blending out pretty well, being a little bit lighter actually on the eyes. It was pretty pigmented, but not too pigmented that it's overwhelming. And then I went into, so first of all, I decided to go into this shade Wild Pepper. So I don't know, I'll try to get a close-up of it so you can see, but it's kind of a brown shade with kind of bronzy flecks of glitter in it. I don't really see it being a shimmer shade. It looks almost like a matte brown with gold glitter in it. So I decided to go with that one to darken out the outer V. It wasn't really showing up the way that I wanted to or blending out like I wanted to, so I did switch up and go with Mulled Wine. This is this kind of dark maroon shade. I will say both of these kind of looked like the same shade, and I don't know, it definitely could have been because I was using them on top of each other. So maybe if I had used mulled wine separately, it would have looked like an obviously different shade. Wasn't super excited about that shade. I will definitely try it out a little bit more on its own because definitely could have been affected because I was putting it over top the wild pepper. So then I was kind of debating which shimmer shade to use. So I think this palette is probably better for its shimmer shades. It's got a lot of them. It's got really pretty colors that I don't think I've seen before, or I don't know that I have them in my collection. I've actually used this palette before. This is not a first impression. I have used a couple of the shimmer shades before. I used Party Time for my Lucille Ball look. I will link that in the cards if you'd like to go see that. So I've used Party Time before. It was really pretty. I used Habanero Honey before. It was also really pretty. I knew that I wanted to either go with pumpkin spice or spiced apple cider because I thought those were really pretty. They also just scream fall. I mean, come on. I decided to go first in with spiced apple cider, and I put that kind of on the inner third of my eyelid. And then I went in with pumpkin spice and put that on the middle of my eyelid, and I ended up really liking that shade to a point where I kind of put it all over my eyelid. It's a really pretty pumpkin shade. It's really pretty, and I quite enjoy it. I quite like it, and I think it's very unique. And then I went in with Caramelts right here. This is a shimmer shade, and I highlighted my inner corners and my brow bones with that. All right, so for my overall thoughts of this eyeshadow palette, I actually quite like it. I'm not a huge fan of the matte shades. I think that they're a little too similar. There are only 5 matte shades in here out of the 16. The other 11 are shimmers or foil shades. This one right here, Cha Cha Sriracha, I actually did try in a failed attempt to make an Atlanta Falcons themed eyeshadow look. It was it did not go well. I tried to recreate this. I'll try and put it up on the screen. It did not work, but that had to do with my artistic abilities, not with the eyeshadows. So this was actually a really good red shade. I know it doesn't look super red in this palette, especially compared to all of the other shades, but on its own, it's actually a very pretty like red eyeshadow, which red eyeshadows are very hard to find. That's actually why I bought this palette, was to create that look, because I was looking everywhere for a red eyeshadow, and this was the closest that I could find. I would say the standouts are the shimmer shades, and these are really, really pretty, unique colors. So I definitely would recommend this, especially since it's only $9.99. I like it. I will definitely be reaching for this throughout the fall. I think it is worth the $9.99. Alright y'all, so that is it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you plan on picking this up or if you already have it and what you think about it. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. I have another Halloween tutorial coming up for y'all on Wednesday, and of course I'm going to be uploading my regular Saturday video tomorrow. Give this video a thumbs up if you like reviews and would like to see more. I love getting new products, even though I shouldn't. I love trying out new products, and I would love to do more reviews if y'all are interested. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.